It took Meta's new social media platform, Threads, only 4 days and 6 hours to reach 1 million users. Only 8 months and 2 days after diagnosis, my wife lost her battle with stage 4 cancer in August of 2016. ChatGPT has been visited approximately 1.6 billion times in the last 30 days. After struggling with food addiction and obesity for nearly 40 years, I have now lost over 100 pounds. While these stories may seem completely unrelated and different, they all share one common thread: disruption. In order to embrace disruption, whether in work or in life, we have to think forward, be willing to make beautiful mistakes, and most importantly, connect with our tribe. So what is disruption? Undoubtedly, disruption is happening everywhere, from the boardroom to the living room, and in many cases, the things that are disrupting us are often far beyond our control. Much like the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance, any kind of significant change can be a scary experience. But it's important to intentionally navigate every step of the process. There's no magic formula or stopwatch running that puts parameters around how or when someone has to come to terms with a major disruption in their life. However, after receiving a life-limiting diagnosis of incurable cancer, I began to prepare myself for the inevitable. I knew that both my personal and professional world were going to be completely transformed and turned upside down. But by embracing disruption, I opened my mind and heart to change. So how do we, as humans, adapt and evolve when everything around us is always changing and the world seems to be in a constant state of disruption? As a serial entrepreneur and disruptive innovator, I believe we need to adopt an innovation mindset, which at its core means to create value by doing something new or different, whether that be in work or in life. As the old saying goes, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But I prefer the quote, when life gives you lemons, make orange juice and make them wonder how you did it. Which leads me to the 3 key tenets I believe are necessary for us to successfully embrace disruption. Number 1, think forward and be willing to change. In addition to being a young widow at the age of 36, I struggled with food addiction and obesity from a young age. For as long as I could remember, food was my coping mechanism for whatever life threw at me. I ate when I was happy. I ate when I was sad. I ate to celebrate. I ate to grieve. Only after having my life completely disrupted and becoming a single parent did I realize I had to do something to get control of my health. I couldn't keep drinking 3 or 4 large Diet Cokes per day. I couldn't keep hitting up the drive-thru for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I couldn't keep carrying around an excess of 150 pounds if I wanted to not only be around, but create value for both myself and my children. So a little over 3 years ago, I made a commitment and decided to change and decided to improve my health. As a result, I've now lost over 100 pounds and am finally starting to feel confident in my own skin. To say the journey has been easy is an understatement, but I've put in the hard work, both mentally and physically, addressed the root cause of my addiction, and confidently made the necessary changes that come along with living a healthy lifestyle. All the while thinking forward and embracing the long-term benefits that this disruption has brought to my life. Number 2, make beautiful mistakes and try again. Throughout all of my ups and downs in both work and in life, I have made mistakes, and wow, have I made a lot of them. In business, especially as a serial entrepreneur, I have tried and failed repeatedly when it comes to pitching investors, launching new ventures, building a team, and giving presentations. And my personal life has been no different. I've fumbled repeatedly and often terribly with relationships, friendships, finances, parenting. The list goes on. Before the age of 40, I had moved over a dozen times. I lost my house and declared bankruptcy in 2010 as a result of the 2008 crash. I was a victim of domestic abuse in 2017, and I've endured countless betrayals and heartache from some of those closest to me, not to mention being a young widow and recovering food addict. But I have always viewed these bumps and setbacks, and bumps in the road and setbacks as beautiful mistakes, actively choosing not to give up, not to give in, and trying again and again when faced with any kind of disruption in life. To me, these beautiful mistakes teach us resiliency, and the power of adaptability. They remind us that we're human, that growth is a journey filled with twists and turns, and that perfection is neither attainable nor necessary. In the end, making mistakes is not a sign of weakness. It's a testament to our courage and our ability to overcome. With everything that I've been through and all that I've shared with you today, I want to leave you with the third and final tenet that has been the most impactful to me as I've navigated this thing called life: the power of tribes in the midst of disruption. Inspired by best-selling author and TED veteran Seth Godin, a tribe is any group of people, large or small, that are connected to one another, a leader, and an idea. While disruption can be intimidating and shake the foundations of what we know, challenge our assumptions, and force us to reevaluate our strategies, it's in the midst of the upheaval that the strength of our tribe shines the brightest. I know for me, having the support of those closest to me has allowed me to tackle challenges that I could not have otherwise conquered on my own. As for myself and for countless others, the strength of our tribe transcends boundaries. It breaks down silos and fosters an environment where innovation flourishes. It's the intersection of ideas, the collision of expertise, and the synthesis of creativity. It's through our networks and our communities and our tribes that we are able to turn disruption from a source of anxiety into a wellspring of inspiration. In closing, I want to leave you with a powerful reminder. Embracing disruption is not just about surviving amidst the chaos and uncertainty of change. It's about growing, thriving, and creating beauty amidst the turbulence of life. As you venture forth, I urge you to carry with you the realization that every disruption is an opportunity. Every challenge is a chance to innovate, and every mess can become part of your message. Embrace disruption as your ally, your teacher, and your inspiration. Let it be the thing that drives your growth, that fuels your resilience, and that leads you to a life filled with purpose and meaning. Thank you.